Yo, what's going on, guys? We're continuing bringing you another episode of the Bournemouth career mode. In this one, we have two games, and here we are making the jump up from professional to world class. Difficult level going up from professional to world class. Let's see how it does make out. And we also do have a bit of training here. We are giving Faria two of them, Tielemans one, Marshall one, and Kennedy one. And sorry if you do get cut off from that, guys, where the loud PlayStation thing comes up and we're kind of splits clips. I can't do anything about that. But we do have our first game of the episode here, the first of two up in the Champions League, up against Barcelona. We did beat them last time at Camp Nou, and just listen to this.
Maybe a little misleading, that 3-0 victory, and I don't think they're going to follow it up. I think they will lose here today.
So Martin, Tyler, and Alan Smith not giving us very much hope, but here's the squad that we put out. It is a bit weaker up top. We do have Kennedy, Vilna, Gold, Faria, Tielemans. Our usual back line, pretty good, and along with Erzabalega in the cage. But here's Barcelona's lineup: Bravo, Dani Alves, Mascherano, Hummels, Alba, Busquets, David Silva, Messi, Suarez, Iniesta, and Neymar. Just an absolute tank of a squad. And the first chance would fall in here in the 22nd minute, as I do kind of play it around here a bit. Alba plays it into Neymar. Neymar will play it in here on just Iniesta, and he will take a crack at it, but it goes very wide, and it was deflected. And from the corner, David Silva would whip in a cross, but it would just go right into the hands of Erzabalega. Luis Suarez plays in a cross here in the 30th minute, half an hour mark, but Jordi Alba would sky it over the net. But our first chance would fall here as Yuri Tielemans plays it in towards Kennedy, and Kennedy on his weaker right foot would put it away. 38th minute, Kennedy, the wonder star, the kid that I want to grow in this series, on his weaker right foot, does finish it. Very good finish. Kind of cut Barcelona off of kind of back line. Hummels wasn't playing his position very good. He was playing a bit of back. He's backtracking a bit, trying to catch back up, but nonetheless, it is a great finish from Kennedy. That is his second goal in the Champions League. There's a little brief kind of halftime stats. It wasn't too bad for us. Definitely could have been better, and I'm sorry that I didn't really record a whole lot of it. But Barcelona do score here, but thank God David Silva was offside. Luis Suarez shot hits the post, and the Spaniard center attacking mid header goes in, but it was offside. And this second half was all Barcelona, as we do try and clear up, but David Silva shot there. Great save by Erzabalega to keep it 1-0. Yeah, Erzabalega, man, what a player. But then Busquets plays in towards Suarez. Suarez probably should have finished that, but Erzabalega, man, once again, this second half was controlled by Barcelona. Right there, just look at that. The bar down header nearly goes in, but Erzabalega would get it, and that would be the end of the game. So we do win this one 1-0 against Barcelona here, home at the Vitality Stadium in the Champions League. And that does mean that we go 4-0-0 in the Champions League. We now have 12 points, and we secure our spot in the knockout stages. That is just great, and you'll see the stats here. Barcelona definitely deserved more. Only one shot for us, and that was our goal. Now here's a look at our youth academy here, and there's just one wonder kid here. His name is Donnell Henry. He's a Canadian center mid, 9-94 potential. It looks like he is a CDM of some sorts. So he looks like he's gonna be a wonder kid, and there also are some pretty good players there, as Souza also looks pretty good there, all light green to large green stats. And here's our squad that we will be putting out for the game up against Arsenal, which is Nets. It's a bit weaker back line. It's a completely different back line, from what we played against Barcelona. We got Garbett, Rugani, Segre, and Lee, and Eric Blake in next games. And here is the game up against Arsenal at the Emirates, still on world class. This wasn't going to be an easy game, of course. And yeah, let Martin Tyler and Alan Smith take it away.
It is Arsenal who have the best defensive record at the moment.
Well, some people call this side boring, but not for me, because they just love their clean sheets, don't they?
As you can see, there are only 6 goals allowed all season for Arsenal. That is why they are 3rd and we are 2nd. So it's our good offense coming up against their pretty good defense. And there was their lineup. It's a pretty solid lineup. I don't know who that Acosta guy is though. I'm gonna have to look him up after the video. But it's a very strong Arsenal squad, as always. Very defensive minded. And there's our squad once again. If you did not see it, pretty alright squad. Not our main squad that we can put out, but I was pretty happy with the squad that we did put out. And our first chance here would come in the 7th minute from Hakan Çalhanoğlu's free kick. 37 yards out. Was trying to make something happen. He is a free kick specialist, but it would go harmlessly wide of the goal. And Çalhanoğlu would have another shot here, but that is to no avail. And Arsenal's first chance would come here as Joel Campbell gets on the ball. Cuts in, plays back over to Debussy. Debussy whips in across to Giroud. No good though. And we were able to clear it out for the time being, but let's Sanchez plays back into Acosta. Acosta dribbles around at the edge of the box for a bit. Plays it into Debussy. Debussy hits the post, but does get his own rebound back. And that makes it Arsenal 1, Bournemouth 0, as Debussy joins the rush. It's a great bit of dribbling here by Acosta. He plays it in towards him, hits the post, and then does get his rebound off the bar. So nonetheless, it's a very good goal by Debussy. Pretty poor defending for me, if I must ask. Kind of trying to get used to the world-class defending. It's a lot harder than professional, I'll tell you that much. And we did have another free kick here from Luke Garbett drawing a foul. That player was already on a yellow, so that potentially could have been a red card, but the ref did not give him booking. 35-yard free kick from Çalhanoğlu. Both the same spot. A bit better, a bit closer, but still no avail. Anyways, that would be the end of the first half. It is Arsenal 1, Bournemouth 0 at the Emirates. Not a bad first half. Pretty poor defending for myself, I must add. But there are the stats coming up here now. Not too bad hanging in there. With 0 shots on target. Anyways, guys, start of the second half here. We got butchered this second half. I'm just kind of gonna spoil it here. We got butchered this second half. As just a couple minutes after the reset, Acosta dribbling around the edge of the box, plays into Wilshere in this goal. The EA gods just pooped on me here. They just said, you know what? You're not staying in this game. Just look at this goal. Acosta plays in towards Wilshere, and Wilshere barely taps it. And Balega does get nutmegged. Oh my god. That's hard to watch. The biggest game of the series so far, potentially. I know it is only early on in the season, but Balega gets nutmegged. That was pretty bad. That's a pretty bad goal right there, not even gonna lie. And they probably should have made it 3-0 here, as Olivier Giroud does miss here. And we were able to clear it out. But as I was saying, it got butchered this second half. And I just hear Joel Campbell comes off here, and it's a great save by Balega. As Yaya Sanogo comes on for Olivier Giroud. Alexis Sanchez short passes to Wilshere. Wilshere over to Joel Campbell. And Yaya Sanogo, the super sub, puts this game away for Arsenal. 3-0. and I'm just gonna let the rest of this game carry on the last 6 minutes or so, 5 minutes. We could not get anything going. Our 3 shots came from Hakan Çalhanoğlu, the 2 free kicks, and the long shot that just went harmlessly wide. It was just not our game. We couldn't get anything going. We honestly could not get nothing going this game. Arsenal, I can see now why they only allowed 6 goals so far in the league this year. You know, we played already against Barcelona. We were second going into that match day up against Arsenal, but I'm pretty sure they did take over second, and we now dropped down to third or fourth. You know, I wouldn't mind getting Champions League back, possibly a title contender, but we are going to need a big piece. You know, we got Kennedy, we got Martial, we got Tielemans, we got Talisa, we got a solid backline, we got Arrizabalaga, but we're just missing the one star. You know, and I want to get that star next season when we get the transfer budget, when we get the money. I want to get that star. Now, I don't know who that star is going to be. Whether it be a striker, a winger, or a midfielder, but we need a star to take this Bournemouth team to the next level. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe.